Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am actually in the process of editing a brand deal right now that I have with Amika on TikTok, which is like still insane. It's probably my most exciting deal of this year. I've actually been really blessed this year with like really amazing brand deals. Anyway, I'm working on that, but I figured I would do a quick update. First of all, hi, hello, welcome back. I am gonna start this video off with a rant. Today is Monday, March 4th. I have pet insurance for my dogs. I got grandfathered into a really good plan with nationwide pet insurance because I had just joined pet insurance before people even, like there were so many options available. I have like a $250 deductible. After that, I get basically 90% back of all of my vet expenses. Now, because of this, they keep raising my premium every year. I think they're just like literally trying to get me to not be insured by them anymore without just ending the premium themselves. And it sucks because I have a really good plan. Like I don't want to get rid of this plan. I started off paying 70 bucks a month, 50, 70 bucks a month. I was paying 125 as of last year. They just increased my premium again. So now for Duke, I'm paying about $260 a month. And for Prince, he's about $225 a month. And I'm screwed because Duke will have pre-existing conditions from his allergy dermatitis that he deals with. And I'm trying to decide, do I just switch insurances? Because $500 a month is insane. Like after vermicelli's like 25 bucks a month. After that, like I'm paying over $500 a month. But Duke, like it is so beneficial. Everything is covered. Their dental cleanings, I'm getting 90% back of. All of their vaccinations, 90% back. Duke's allergy dermatitis, 90% back. And so I feel like I just need your guys' advice because regardless, I've already paid the premium for this month. I'm wondering what you guys would do. I'll take Prince and vermicelli and put them on a new plan. Duke's main thing is the allergies, but even at this point, we have it like a bit more under control. It was costing a lot before to get him testing for his allergies, to start his medications and figure out what works for him, but now we kind of like have that a little bit more under control. I'm just trying to figure out what to do, and I want to know what you guys would do in this situation. I feel like I need to keep it for Duke. As much as it sucks to spend that much per month, I really feel like I need to keep it for Duke. But I'm so frustrated. And I just Googled it and it seems like this is an issue for so many people. And it sucks because I wish that they would just be like, hey, we want to keep you as a customer. So we can downgrade his plan. Don't worry about the pre-existing issues. And now you'll get 80% back and it's a $500 deductible. Like I'm okay with that. I will take that. I don't know what to do. I'm so annoyed. And it's like they're getting older. You know, Prince is gonna be turning 8 this year. Oh my gosh. He's gonna be turning 8. Duke, I think, is around 7 or 8 years old. Like, I want them to have good health care. But I also just, $500 a month is extreme. I don't know. What can you fucking do? Anyway, we are working on Amika. If you guys, I would love to hear your guys' input because I am feeling very discouraged. I woke up and I saw that and I was like, okay. Cool. For a year, we're increasing both of them by over $100. That seems insane to me. Nationwide, you're really pissing me off. Then it's like you realize that this shit is all just for profit. They don't care if you're actually using your insurance the way that you should be. They're like, wait a minute. No, we know that you have insurance, but we didn't want you to actually use it. Why would you do that? Why are you using what you're paying for? Oh, it's just such a good plan. 90% reimbursement, no medical exclusions, and a $250 deductible.
Thank you for calling Nationwide Pet Insurance. My name is Jeremy. How can I help you and your pet today?
Hi, Jeremy. My name is Jazmine. I was calling because I noticed that my premium went up significantly on my pet insurance, and I wanted to see what some of my options were because, I mean, it's gone up by over $100.
I will look at maybe reducing from the 90% to a 70% reimbursement, which will bring your premium down to $153.97 per month moving forward as of April 3rd.
I am considering shopping around, so I just kind of want to know what I should also look for, just obviously in the case of Prince.
If you are shopping around, again, it's medical and wellness
that I would want.
Prince.
Okay.
$250 deductible, no cap or limit. So even when you go in for the wellness, right? You're 4, so 8, 9, you're spending about what, almost $2,000 annually just for prints. Not a lot of companies are going to include benefits for that return, but you do have it for prints.
I'm just naturally concerned. I've been with you guys since 2018. So I'm just scared that they're gonna just slowly price me out because it is increasing significantly every year and my dogs are getting older. Because now I'm paying over $500 a month for pet insurance, which admittedly is crazy.
I understand. Right. No, you're absolutely right. Again, based off cost and care, you want to reevaluate and see what really things are going to be needed in the next following year. And again, you have until April 3rd.
Well, thank you so much for your help. This has been really helpful, and
Jazmine.
I'll see what else I can find, and then otherwise I may reach back out to you with more questions like you said.
Sure. Yeah, we do have until April 3rd.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
All right, Jazmine, you have a wonderful day. Thank you for being a nationwide pet parent. Please give Prince, Duke, and Vermicelli our best.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Take care.
You too, bye-bye. He said that if I downgrade Prince's plan to where I get 70% back, I'm basically still paying more than what I paid last year for Prince with a 70% reimbursement. Like at that point, am I not just going somewhere else? I can't get lost in the sauce right now. I at least know that I have until April 3rd. Everything in me wants to deal with this right this second, but I do need to submit this brand deal. So I'm gonna work on this right now. What can I do? What can I fucking do? When I have to do a voiceover for a brand, I really like to make it as relatable as possible, and I'm so grateful that 2024, like, brands are really getting it now. Like, just give us creative freedom. It's not gonna sound like an ad, and that's the whole point, because we get to be ourselves. Especially with Amika, they're just like, please talk in your own voice, like, be who you are, let your own personality shine through, and like, let the talking points come in as needed. Because this is for TikTok, I want it to grasp my viewers' attention pretty quickly. I like to reference the talking points and sort of script out my voiceovers so that it's not necessarily unplanned, but it's not necessarily planned. It's like 70% planned. You know, I'm like making it up as I go to make sure that it also ties in with the footage. But what's fun, it's only 50 seconds, so I just like need to be quick, entertaining, and pretty much like to the point. So I'm gonna go section by section. I submitted Amika. I think the video turned out really cute. I'm very proud of how it turned out. I also ended up kind of redoing it because I was adding way too much science, and then I realized that those were not the talking points that they wanted me to reference. They just like to educate along the way. Anyway, we are doing a no spend March, and I'm gonna do a video in depth of my no spend March and what that looks like, but I'm also gonna be vlogging about it along the way. Right now, I'm heading to Sprouts to go and pick up my groceries. I've realized that, well, actually we could talk about this in the car. I'm doing a no spend March. I'm going to Sprouts right now to pick up my groceries. Talk about it in the car, kind of like why, okay? We'll see you in the car. I'm doing a no spend March. Obviously, groceries are a necessity. Bills, necessity. Pets, necessity. And the thing is, I don't even really spend all that much money after bills. You know, like I'm not going and shopping all the time. I'm not doing anything like that. But I just noticed I spend a freak ton of money eating out. And shockingly, it's actually gone down by 50%. Which should tell you something. It was bad. I was spending a ridiculous amount of money eating out. It's gone down, but I want it to go down even more. I want to try this challenge for March and just see how much money I end up saving when it comes to eating out and all of that. I'm not counting the first couple of days because I really just decided to start this today. Like I decided during the weekend that I would start this on Monday. I do already pay for an Instacart membership. It almost feels like I'm wasting money by not using the Instacart membership. But last night I was placing my order and I realized that I usually do a big bulk order for the week and it was gonna be like an additional $40 after like the service fee and tipping them and taxes and everything. And I was like, okay, what if I just placed the order and I went and picked it up? What if? It's the same price if you just do it that way. Because really the issue is not in picking up the food, it's in being in the grocery store that I just end up buying way too much stuff. Sprouts is like the one place where I shop appropriately because there's not a ton of options. Like I find even at Trader Joe's, I just way overbuy. But Sprouts, everything is like, I don't know, it's pretty direct. The stores are never that big. It's not overwhelming. Like even at Whole Foods, I'm buying way too much. I'm buying way too much. I love using Instacart for that. And so I figured if I just do pickup, then I'm not gonna have to pay tip and service fees and all of that stuff because it gets waived when you're an Instacart member. So that's what I'm doing. I'm being smart. I'm saving $40. So that's what we're doing. We're going and picking up the groceries, saving $40 while we're at it. This little it doesn't all fit, you put it towards the bottom. All right, have a good. Thank you. You too. Welcome back to Jazmine's Cooking Corner, where I am going to be your host, Jazmine Garcia. Today, we are going to cook something unforgettable. So forgettable that it's unforgettable. Got my groceries today. I completely forgot to do a grocery haul for you guys. My bad, my bad. It was honestly the same stuff as usual though. I'm really excited because I just sat down and scripted out my No Spend March video. And I like really sat down and scripted this because normally I just kind of film things as I go and just like try to make it all seem like a well thought out, put together video. I think it's gonna be a good video. I'm also gonna be documenting it on TikTok. This is gonna relate back to food, trust me. It's making me feel really motivated and inspired because I don't talk about finances on here. Depending on how this goes and how I feel and how receptive you guys are, I might talk about it more, but honestly, it makes me very, very nervous. That's just the truth. It just feels like the right time, you know? Late 20s, let's talk about it, because some of us are a little behind. Then I forgot what I was saying.
Remember what you were saying?
What?
I'm talking about your Instacart membership and how you should cancel it.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you were like, I need to save money, so I'm gonna cancel my
No, I didn't say that.
Netflix, all that.
No, Netflix is on your account. I mean, I'm the one paying on Netflix. I'm going to make some organic chicken thighs. I have like a really great way that I season them. The secret is in a seasoning that I use. I swear that's like literally what makes it taste so good. So we're gonna cook these all up, and then I think I'm going to just heat up some rice, and I got like a little salad kit. One of the things that I would like to buy after No Spend March is a rice cooker, because I've just been using like frozen microwavable rice. I know myself. You guys can judge me all you want for using a Caesar kit and not just making it myself, but you guys have to understand I don't trust myself to make it myself. So I'm gonna pay the $4.99 to have my salad kit ready to go. Huge debate, and I feel like I'm gonna get judged so harshly. I grew up in a Latin family, Latin household. We always rinsed our chicken. Always. You always have to rinse your chicken and clean it before you cook it. But I recently Googled, do I need to be doing it? And my Google research told me that you actually risk spreading more bacteria in the chicken by rinsing it and moving the bacteria around from where it naturally was than if you just cooked it, because the bacteria is there regardless and a splash of water is not washing the bacteria off. The heat is what's killing the bacteria off, but obviously, yeah, there's the stuff that like outlives the heat, which if it already has that, you were doomed to begin with, right? I don't know. So I'm not gonna rinse my chicken right now, is my point. The chicken will not be rinsed from an ex-chicken rinser. My stomach is growling. This is also kind of fun. Normally I use the air fryer on like the backsplash, but I actually think I'm gonna use it on the island because it feels more approachable. I usually, well, actually we don't need to start this yet. I normally set my, no, okay, just shut up. For the seasonings, obviously black pepper. I'm also using some ground paprika, some onion powder, and this is the secret sauce. This is the Jada Spices chicken salt in red pepper. You can get this on Amazon. I only know about this because the guy that created this was my neighbor, and I used to go to his wife MJ for my lashes, and one day they were barbecuing and they're like, oh my gosh, you have to try this spice, like it's so good. I fell in love with it. They gave me a ton of them, and then he was later on Shark Tank, and he ended up getting an investor. So this is good stuff. Like, not only can I back it, but so can the people. Look it up. You'll find them on Shark Tank. So very, very cool. So good. Red pepper, lime, original, which is also really good. And I think there's a turmeric one. But red pepper, this is the one that I am constantly running out of. It's my favorite. I definitely just got raw chicken on my nose. Oh, God, okay. I do always smell the chicken. I'm so scared. I do end up washing my hands so much when I cook chicken because I'm just so afraid of the raw chicken. I'm so scared. Totally forgot we are using olive oil, and no, I do not measure out my olive oil. Life is too damn short to be measuring out my olive oil, okay? And that's coming from someone who tracks her calories. I'm just not doing it. Maybe it won't get me where I want to get to as fastly, as quickly, whatever, but I'm just not gonna measure it out. It's just not happening. Spread the olive oil. I definitely could have used a brush for this. I'm very generous with the chicken salt. It's what makes it so good. I'd rather it be doused in chicken salt than regular salt. You just gotta trust me. Just sprinkle over some onion powder. Pretty sure this is already paprika. Paprika is just red bell pepper. I just do like a little bit. Eyeball it, as they say. And then black pepper. Again, this is already spicy, but I do just feel like pepper is just needed to seal anything in. I really don't want to do this again, but I'm definitely gonna... No. We'll flip it first. Usually at around this point that I'll turn my air fryer on. So we're gonna put it on just regular air fry, and then I set it to 385, and I'll cook it for like 16 minutes. So we're gonna flip these. Definitely gonna touch them again so that I can massage the seasoning in. I do season both sides of the chicken. If you don't do that, you're not living. Why would you not do that? My gosh, my stomach is growling so bad. I'm also totally like a clean as you go type of cooker. Ryan is becoming that way because he's been cooking more. He's been cooking more and then I've been cleaning more. I'll tell him like, hey, I feel like I wipe down the kitchen, I clean everything, and then it's just dirty again. But then he has a good point because he's like, well, yeah, that's because I use the kitchen. And it's true, like kitchens are meant to get dirty. But I'm cleaning up that dirtiness immediately. Like the second I put these in, I'm cleaning up what I put in. It was a nice compromise that Ryan and I got to because he was like, okay, I get it. Yeah, like I get why you would want it to be cleaner. And I'm gonna literally rinse this off right now and put it in the dishwasher. But it's one less thing for me to think about. We had it. Oh, it's no. Okay, and it's at 10 minutes, and in a minute, my hands are so cold I'm using the air fryer to warm them up for a really nice salad. People always want to hate. They want to say, why would you do that? Why would you eat salad from a bag? I literally am just a woman of convenience. I'm not Nara Smith or whatever that like makes her kids cereal from scratch. They don't have cows, so she's using milk, but she's... Yes. That's Nara Smith, yes. No, it's so, I don't know why. No, but if that's what she loves to do, how is that affecting anyone? I'm not gonna put this dressing in yet. Yes. That girl, remember the video you sent me and you were like, this is extra?
I said this is extra, but I said it's cool.
Yeah. But people, like, they're like, your poor kids, like, never get to experience Walmart chicken. Kind of a good thing if they never know, or not Walmart chicken, Walmart Fruit Loops or whatever.
I'm sure they've had that kind of food before.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you want Walmart chicken when you can have...
If my mom could make me Fruit Loops from scratch, and it was, like, made with mommy love, and I know that that was her thing, I would be such a happy little kid.
I mean, in reality, she's probably running out of things to make, and she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna make...
No, but people also just love when she cooks like random stuff. Like she doesn't have to be cooking that. Like she made buffalo wings the other night, and she still made it like she made basically everything from scratch, but it was like so simple. So she can make whatever she wants. We'll all watch it and eat it up. Baby, I really think we should consider getting our house in Santa Clarita.
I just said that. You said no.
I did say no, and now I retract my statement. No, remember I said Simi Valley, and then you're like, no, Santa Clarita is better, and I didn't fight you on that. But I feel like, do you really want to live back in Santa Clarita?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you would hate that. Forgetting about our baby in the future, one day that doesn't exist yet. What about just when it's us, and we're still just like building our lives? I don't know. My camera died, but the chicken is served. It looks so beautiful. And the chicken thighs are like very big and juicy. We decided that we're not going to cook the rice that we have because it's just a little bit too sketchy. So this Caesar salad is just gonna be our large side. And it's kind of perfect because, I mean, we would have had the rice if we had it anyway, but we're technically being more low calorie because this is like 210 calories and then the rice probably would have been about the same with the size serving that we do. So I bet if I did this just a few nights a week, it would be really helpful, but not making any promises. Dinner has been eaten. Dishes have been loaded, and it is like fully ready to be ran. Just showing you guys this one little thing that I would regularly dread and would stop me from having a clean kitchen in the morning was just taking 10 minutes. I mean, that took me maybe 5, but I'm gonna wipe down the counters and stuff, like 10 minutes. It's crazy. Crazy. Small, but makes the biggest effing difference. It is actually absurd how quickly counters get dirty. When I tell you guys, this dog right here has quite literally learned how to communicate with me. He's communicating with me. He's figured out that if he sits at the door and looks at me and wags his tail, sitting at the door, tail slowly wagging, then it means he needs to go to the bathroom. Like, he's very polite about it. And this is what he does after we've gone out to go potty, or we've gone for a morning walk. He sits right here. He's normally already had his breakfast or his dinner, and he's waiting for his treat. Aren't you? Are you? He's listening to me. Look at this. Are you waiting for your treat? Is that why you're standing here? Are you hungry for your snack? You want your bone? Okay. Look, he's like, oh my gosh, she got me. She understood. She understood me. How did you know? And the automatic excitement. Okay, sit. Oh, Duke has managed to make his ears go backwards in his jumping attempts. He's a little bit uncomfortable here, but it's okay. One for you. Good boy. Off you go. He's way smarter than Prince. Good morning. I gotta figure out how this whole footage thing is gonna work while I'm filming for No Spend March, but I'm also vlogging. I feel like if anything, I could just use the footage twice, and some of you guys might be like, whoa, this is weird. I feel like I've seen this before. I've been really working on creating a better time schedule for myself. Every day I have been, I'll just put it on the screen, I've been like time blocking. Before I was doing like wake up, 8 a.m., make bed, 8:10, brush teeth and do skincare, 8:15. Mainly because I wanted to see how closely I could follow it, and I saw somebody else do it on TikTok, and I was like, I should try that, because I feel like I lack structure in what I do, and it's a big part of the reason that I'm not as productive as I should be. Because when you just wake up and you're not clocking into a job that already has designated tasks that need to be done by a certain time and have deadlines, like, it's so easy to just end up doing nothing. I told Brian that I was doing it like that, and he's like, how about instead you just like do time blocks? And I was like, oh, that seems like the next necessary step to make. Because then if I was late by like 5 minutes, I was going in and correcting it. I was like, oh, okay, I actually got out of bed at 8:15. So then I'm changing the time. I'm just wasting my time. So for today, my time blocking was from 9 to 10:30. I could do my morning routine. I can do my little tidy, whether it's like unloading the dishwasher. I vacuum the sofa and vacuum the bathrooms every morning, taking the dogs for their walk, feeding the pets, making the bed, all those things. Ryan was the last to get out of bed, so he made the bed this morning, and I am nervous to look because he makes the bed like a 16-year-old boy that just needs to do it. And the worst part is that he is trying. But I'm gonna head to the gym now. I was kind of dreading it because I thought that I was gonna have to do legs today, but I have a nail appointment at 12. I know it's No Spend March. This is the one thing that I am allowed to have. Me treating myself to a manicure, one manicure, possibly a pedicure because my toes look crazy. That's like my exception for myself, and that's okay with me. So I'm going to a New Girl today at 12. Damn, if it is at 12, I need to go to the gym like literally right this second.
This new streets, like, I don't want to be a part of that shit. Yeah.
again in the same sweater, but it's a new day. I just sold my Canon 6D Mark II that I've had for literally like 5 years, but I did not use it enough for the investment that I made in that camera. I mean, maybe I did. I used it for a lot of my ASMR videos and when I was streaming on Twitch, but I just sold it for $700. And I'm like weirdly so excited that I'm doing this during a no spend month because I feel like naturally I'd be like, oh, I can go buy myself this, or maybe I can go get myself a coffee because I just made $700. But that is not the mentality to have. I am probably gonna deposit this into my bank and put it directly into my high yield savings. I don't wanna use it to live. I have enough in my account. This is going into my savings. And I still have a lens that I'm selling for like $800, so hopefully that will sell at some point too. It took a while to sell, but it sold. Today I had a really freaking hard time waking up. I just did not want to get out of bed for the life of me. I was so sleepy that I got myself up. I went to bed at like 1:30 and I woke up at 8:30, got out of bed at 9. It's a win. Felt myself wanting to be like, oh, I'm gonna go get myself some coffee beans because it's the same thing as buying it from a grocery store as opposed to buying it from like a coffee shop. Coffee beans are gonna last me way longer than one drink. But I was sent these in PR with like another package that I got. But dude, these are so stale. And I made a coffee with this the other day and it was bad. It was so watered down, so these need to go. However, I do have a new package. I don't know if these are stale yet. I also don't know if I want a cup of coffee or maybe I want a matcha. I haven't made a matcha in a long time, so maybe we'll do that. I also have so many matcha powders. Like I need to do a fucking matcha trying video. Look at this. I have this matcha, which is like legit Japanese matcha, came from Japan, sourced in Japan. Most of these are, but this is like legit traditional Japanese matcha powder. And then I've got a Chamberlain coffee pistachio latte. Oh, that's not a matcha, never mind. I've got the Chamberlain matcha, I've got vanilla matcha. I also still have my Peak matcha, which is not expired yet. So I have these little sachets. I also have Nakama matcha. I have so many matchas. Like who do I think I am? This actually kind of pisses me off. Who do I think I am going out and buying any matcha for that matter? Who do I think I am? Okay. I am a traditional matcha girl though, like in the way that I make it. I'm not using a whisk to blend it. You guys should know this about me. We're doing it the right way. Definitely need caffeine this morning. I am so tired. Okay. This morning we're doing the Nakama matcha just because it's already open and I paid a lot of money for this. It's from Stereoscope. I am very much so a heaping scoop girly. Like I'm trying to get a lot of matcha in there. I did break my little bamboo sifter, but it's fine. Like you don't really need to use that. This just like finely grates it to make sure that, oh wait. What can be so annoying about buying matcha in its purest form like this is that it rolls up into these tiny little balls. And people who don't know how to make matcha, and depressingly enough, there are a lot of people in LA that are not making matcha the right way. A lot of them don't do that sifting process, so then you'll just have chunks of matcha powder in your drink, and then it's like really bitter when you taste it and it's not good. If you really want to have good matcha, you need to just invest on Amazon. But when you think about the money that it should save you in the long run, if you stop going out and getting your cute little girly drinks, it's like very worth it. Like very worth it. This is my tried and true oat milk. I love it so much. The color is not as like milky and creamy as Califia or Oatly, but this one doesn't have any of those extra things. All the other ones always have like xanthan gums and all that, so this one's just a little bit better for you. So now while that is going, we are going to do a cold froth on my milk. All right, so that's gonna make it cold. I still don't really understand how that works. While that does that, we are gonna make matcha. You can eyeball how much water you use. I really don't use a lot. And then you want to blend in an M or like a zigzag motion. I've also found that this bowl shape is really important too, because whenever I blend with this bamboo whisk in like one of my regular bowls, this gets all misshapen. Like these will start to bend outwards. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the magic is of the shaping of this bowl, but it is very important for optimal results. That's good. And you put it immediately back on here to dry and keep it shaped. Oh, that's fine. Look how nice and green. Look how nice and green she is. Nice little layer of froth at the top. Let's see. She's done it again. She actually has done it again. I'm gonna add a little bit more ice though. It's still a little bit warmer than I would want it to be. Warmer, warmer. That's a Blue Bottle matcha. If I didn't know any better, I bought that at Blue Bottle.
I'm sorry. Come here. I'm sorry.
I've probably stepped on vermicelli maybe 3 times, and every time it breaks my heart. And then I'm like, dude, but what are you doing right underneath me? Like right underneath me. And then he's like, looks at me like, why'd you step on me? I didn't know. I have a matcha. We're good. Great.